going on, chat, man? We are back, and today I'm with my boy, Young Fob, man.
Let's go.
And today we are reacting to Michael Jordan's underrated years as a Wizard, man.
Okay.
Chat, this was highly anticipated and highly recommended, man. So let's get straight into the video. If you guys are new to my channel and enjoy this type of content, hit that subscribe button, man. Join the crew.
Yes,
and you guys are forgetting, man. This guy is the big boy LeBron fan. I don't know why he got a Curry jersey on today, man. But
Curry got a McFlurry.
Let's just get straight into the video, man. If you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button.
Johnny Arnett, vid. Love reacting to these vids, man. Definitely check the channel out as well. What's up?
What's up?
The words Michael Jordan and underrated may seem like ludicrous to have in the same sentence. After all, he is one of the biggest icons in sports history and is recognized by most as the NBA's greatest player of all time. But when it comes to MJ's days with the Wizards, there is no question in my mind that those years are vastly underrated, and I believe by the end of this video...
You're gonna learn today, bro, that this Wizards Jordan was a whole different breed, bro. Like a whole different breed.
Well, listen, like, he maybe had like 2 good moments or something. Like 2 good moments, right?
2? He had like 4. Watch.
You'll be convinced of it too. When we take a look at Michael Jordan's career as a Chicago Bull, you'll see a resume of winning, excellence, and dominance. He was clearly the best player in the league just about every year he played, and he was the best player on both sides of the ball, just about every time he set foot on the court. This is the ridiculously high standards that Michael had set for himself, and that we as the fans had become accustomed to seeing from him. The Michael Jordan we knew in Chicago was always winning either MVPs, championships, or scoring titles. And this is exactly why so many people either underrate or have forgotten completely just how remarkable Jordan's stint was as a Washington Wizard. So what exactly are all the different reasons why people choose to overlook these seasons? Well, for one, as I just mentioned, the bar was set absurdly high by his Chicago Days standards. Number 2.
Listen, by the way, bro, when Jordan came into the league, right? At 40 years old, it was like a round trip. It was like everyone wanted to play him, bro. And he was cooking, bro. He was cooking. I think he cooked. I believe he was cooking Kobe, too.
What year was this? Like 2001?
2001, 2, and 3, I think.
Okay.
2. Some believe his return tarnished the perfect ending of his career in Chicago. And number 3, the bitter ending of Jordan's relationship with the Washington Wizards organization. After Jordan retired as a player from the Wizards, Jordan assumed that he would be able to return to his front office position as director of basketball operations with the Wizards. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Soon after Jordan's retirement as a Wizards player, Washington's Wizards owner Abe Pollin fired Jordan as the team's president of basketball operations.
How do you fire Jordan? How can you just fire Jordan?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Firing Jordan is crazy. Like, why would you fire Michael Jordan?
Jordan's previous tenure with the Wizards front office had produced mixed results. Many of Jordan's decisions as an executive did not pan out, including his decision to draft Kwame Brown straight out of high school, who ended up being a bust and was traded just 4 seasons after Jordan had drafted him. Jordan later stated that he felt betrayed, and that if he had known that he would be fired upon retiring as a player, he would have never come back to play for the Wizards in the first place. Regardless, Jordan
I ain't gonna lie. Why'd they do him that dirty? It's MJ.
Returned to play 2 years for the Wizards, and despite the fact that those 2 seasons failed to live up to his glory days in Chicago, and despite the fact that those 2 seasons ended in a bitter firing, those seasons were still utterly remarkable, and in my opinion, they are 2 of the most underrated seasons in NBA history. So at this point, sit back and enjoy as I break down the astonishing details about Jordan's underrated years with the Wizards. When Jordan had retired from the Bulls at the end of the 1998 NBA season, Jordan claimed he was 99.9% sure he would never play in the NBA again. As we all know, that 0.1% chance prevailed, and Jordan returned to the game he loved. Jordan's passion for the game was seen immediately upon his return.
He was already on the team, right? I think a manager or something. And then they just
I never thought Michael Jordan would have switched up on Chicago. So why do people hate on LeBron?
Bro, he never switched up. It just made sense. It was different.
Why do people hate when LeBron switched from the Cavs to the Heat, bro. Michael Jordan switched to the Wizards from the Bulls.
Turn, as he announced
And
that
then you
all of
play
his
the
earnings
video.
from these
Keep listening, bro. Keep listening, bro. Just keep listening. You're gonna understand why it happened.
upcoming seasons with Washington, he would be donating to disaster relief funds for the 9/11 attacks in New York. After being completely apart from competitive basketball for 3 full seasons, Jordan was returning as a 38-year-old who was trying to get back into basketball shape. The comeback had plenty of physical obstacles as well. Jordan was heading into his return dealing with tendonitis in his wrist and in both of his knees. During a pickup game that offseason, Ron Artest had broke 2 of Jordan's ribs while playing physical defense on MJ.
Whoa.
Jordan would also go on to have fluid drained from his knees multiple times throughout that year. Michael Jordan was joining a Wizards team who had finished the previous season with the 3rd worst record in the entire NBA at 1963, despite the fact that they were playing in a much weaker Eastern Conference. They also had the 2nd worst defense in the league in terms of opponents' points per game. They weren't just a lottery team, the Wizards were coming off of their worst season in franchise history.
You play with Gilbert Arenas?
I'm not sure. I think Gilbert Arenas. Chad, did he play with Gilbert Arenas? Let me know down below.
Or not, it must have been like after.
I'm
I
not
know
too
he played,
sure
like,
actually.
2006.
I don't. When was Gilbert Arenas drafted? Was he drafted with Kobe, or was it after?
No, after.
After, okay.
The deck was stacked against him, and Jordan and the Wizards' 0-1-0-2 season got off to a slow start at 2-9, but they began to figure things out and went on a 9-game winning streak to improve their record to 14-12. Just 2 games later, Jordan had his worst performance of his return, shooting 2 for 10 from the field, finishing with only 6 points and losing by 27 points to the Indiana Pacers. Jordan was ice cold that entire game, and due to that, Michael's coach Doug Collins played Jordan in a reduced role, finishing the performance with only 25 minutes played.
Okay.
Jordan's 6-point game meant that his all-time great streak of 866 games with at least 10 points had come to an end. This poor performance and reduced minutes led Jordan to question his coach's faith in his abilities.
You know, that bus is lonely as a coach when you're sitting there after you've got your head handed to you. So I was sitting on the bus, and actually Michael had hired me. He was the part owner and president GM, hired me to be the coach, and then he came back to play. I'll never forget this moment ever as coach. That this to me was great.
That is how he went to, the Wizards, bro.
Okay.
So he didn't switch up on the Bulls like you were saying earlier, bro. You just had to watch and listen.
He got on the bus and he said, "Scoot over." And he looked at me and he said, "Do you think I can still play?" And I said, "Absolutely. That's why I'm here, to be here to help you." He said, to be my coach, you have to believe in me and believe I can still play. And I said, "Michael, I believe in you." We play the New Jersey Nets the next night. And Michael scores the first 3 times he has the ball. Byron Scott takes a timeout. And Michael comes over and he says, "I want the ball right there the rest of the game, and don't take me out till I tell you." And so that's fine by me. So with 2 minutes to go in the game, he gives me the sign like, "That's enough." I take him out of the game. He walks over to the bench. I said, "Michael, what happened tonight?" He said, "Well, the guy who was guarding me was told me his back was hurting. Don't ever tell me you got a problem." He said, I'll make you pay for that." 51 points later.
It was trash talking in this era too.
Bro, Jordan always trash talk. Like, that's his specialty. That's like what he likes doing, Chad.
51 points at age 41. He came back the next game with 46. And he looked at me and he said, "I told you I could still play."
Jordan responded in the following game the way a champion responds. He proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that he could still play in this league. Jordan was torching the Charlotte Hornets, playing like a man possessed. He scored 51 points on 55% shooting, adding 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Jordan continued his dominance into the following game, scoring an efficient 45 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists on an extremely talented New Jersey Nets team that went on to the NBA Finals that season.
See, bro, what I say, bro, Jordan at this age was still getting belt. Like, he was still giving belt.
He's solid, but he moving like
With
LeBron,
these remarkable performances,
He moving like LeBron.
Bro, LeBron.
Bro,
LeBron's still a bucket.
Bro, but he did this before LeBron. He was the first 40-year-old LeBron.
You can't discredit LeBron because there's Jordan.
I know, but he's hooping like LeBron, but like Jordan did it first. So like, what you mean by he's hooping like LeBron? What you mean by that?
I didn't expect Jordan in this older era to actually be hooping like this. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
okay,
You know what
okay,
I'm saying?
okay,
I didn't
okay.
actually necessarily expect
Jordan
it.
became the only player in NBA history to score 50 points in a game in
Who,
3
LeBron?
different decades. No other player in NBA history has even done 40 points in a game in 3 different decades.
Hey,
Less than a month
he the
later,
oldest NBA
he had
player at this
another
point?
back-to-back 40-point game.
when he was hooping, was he the oldest NBA player? Like LeBron's the oldest NBA player. Right? Was Michael Jordan the oldest NBA player in like 2003?
Bro, I'd assume, bro, he was like 40, bro.
40.
Unless somebody was older than him at that time. Chat, let us know down below. We curious.
Including a game-winning buzzer beater over the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Dang.
The Wizards started the season with a
Cavs?
26-21 record, and
Bro,
on the
he did
40
the same.
He's not
he
even-
did
you're
the
not-
same emo. He did the same emo.
You're not even a Cavs fan, bro. You have a Warriors jersey on. That's bad.
Bro, Curry got a McFlurry, bro. Come on.
7th game, Jordan collided with a teammate and tore his meniscus. He tried to play through the pain and on reduced minutes, but after another 14 games, he had arthroscopic knee surgery to repair the knee, and his season was over. Before Jordan's injury occurred, Jordan was averaging 25.1 points per game, 6.2 assists, 5.3 rebounds, and 1.5 steals per game. It's
I ain't
unfortunate
gonna lie, bro. That's a tough stat line. Like, that's a tough stat line, chat. Let me know what y'all think, man.
that we didn't get to see a healthy
respect
Jordan
that.
make it through the season, because the reality was he was getting better as the season progressed and as he got back into basketball shape. In his last 20 games leading up to his injury, Jordan was averaging 27.5 points per game, 6.4 assists, 5.2 rebounds.
Bro, like, come on. I bet you didn't even understand how good this
Donovan Mitchell
version of Jordan
numbers.
was. Bro, he probably was better than Donovan Mitchell at this time, bro.
and 1.3 steals per game on
Yes, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is an old Jordan he's cooking, bro. Come on, man.
44% shooting. In his last
This
10
is when
games
the era
leading up to
started
the
really
injury,
going.
Jordan was averaging
And
29
look,
points.
29. He's averaging 30 at 40. Bro, get out of here with that, man.
7 points, 6.6 assists, 6.1 rebounds, 1.2 steals
The
on
crazy stats to
47%
go.
shooting. Also, before Jordan's injury, the Wizards were on a 47-win pace and were well in the playoff hunt. Up to that point, no team in NBA history had ever been a sub-20 win team and gone on to have a winning record the following season. Jordan had the Wizards well on their way, up until the meniscus happened. Something else to consider is that the Wizards'
the
second
incident?
option, Richard Hamilton, missed 5 weeks of their 26-21 stretch due to Hamilton's groin injury. After Hamilton healed and returned to the floor, the Wizards went on a remarkable 15-1 streak while they had both Jordan and Hamilton healthy on the floor. When you add all of this up, you begin to realize that
That's
That's
crazy.
aura. He matched Jordan.
He matched Jordan and he's younger. Like, he's young as hell.
That's aura, bro. He definitely.
He's just
remembers
having
that photo.
fun. He's just having fun.
Yeah, he hooped
not
with
only did Jordan take one of the worst teams in the league and make them competitive, but had it not been for his knee injury, the Wizards would have had a legitimate shot at the first seed in the Eastern Conference. Not only was MJ getting better offensively as the season went on, but his defensive impact was getting better as well. Remember how the 2001 Wizards had the second worst defense in the league in terms of opponents' points per game? Jordan was the Wizards' only significant addition to their 2002 season, and at the time the knee injury had occurred, he had improved the Wizards to the 6th best defense in opponents' points per game, allowing only 92.2 points. In Jordan's last
Okay, this team could have, bro. You understand that? Like, a Jordan came back very, very, very late. You know what I'm saying? Old as hell, injured, and he could have took this team to the finals, and he could have took them to the first seed. 40-year-old Jordan. What do you think about that, bro? Cause you a diehard LeBron fan, man. You know what I'm saying? You grew up with LeBron. You damn near are his son, bro. So let me know.
Michael Jordan clearly improved this team, bro. I mean, LeBron did too when he joined. You know, all the other teams when he was switched. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this is impressive. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What you think?
That's what you get from a fanboy, chat. That's what you get from a fanboy.
What
35 games leading up to the
I'm just trolling.
injury, the Wizards were allowing only 90 points per game, on pace to have them ranked 3rd overall defensively in the entire NBA. In the 15-1 stretch that Jordan and Hamilton were both actually healthy and on the floor together, the Wizards were allowing just 86
Bro, he's
points.
dead Lil Broing him on the court right now. Yo.
3 points per game, which was by far the best defense in the entire league. The Miami Heat finished as the number 1 defense that season, allowing a higher 88.7 points per game. If Jordan and Hamilton had been able to remain healthy for the duration of the 2002 season, they may have finished with the best defense in the entire NBA. Again,
I ain't gonna lie, how does he have good defense at this age, though? Right? That's fire.
He's got pretty decent reflexes, I've noticed.
They literally lost so many games after he got injured, bro. They only won 11 games the whole season after.
at 19th. With Jordan being the only significant addition to the Wizards roster between the 0-1-0-2 season, the Wizards roster improved 16 wins. Outside of Jordan, the 2002 Wizards' only additions were 5 bench players who each played few minutes. Tyronn Lue played 20 minutes per game, rookie Kwame Brown played 14, rookie Brendan Haywood played 13, rookie Etan Thomas played 13, and rookie Bobby Simmons played 11. Again, the addition of Jordan was the only significant addition, and the team
I'm
was...
gonna be honest, I don't know any of those guys except for Tyronn Lue. You know why I know Tyronn Lue? Because he got his ankles broken by Allen Iverson.
transformed defensively and won almost twice as many games as the year before. Jordan was still dealing with injuries heading into the following season, and because of this, Jordan started the first 15 games of the 2002-2003 season coming off of the bench. In his second season in Washington, Jordan was the only Wizard to play all 82 games, and he was 40 years old.
Bro, see, LeBron don't be doing that, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's your GOAT, but he don't be doing that, bro. He don't be doing that, bro. At all, man.
He also became the only 40-year-old in NBA history to score over 40 points in a game, which he did several times that season. He also became the oldest player in NBA.
Bro, he got 50 at 40, by the way. Yeah. He's dropping 50 at 40, bro. Yeah.
Nah.
Bro, he's better than players in the NBA right now.
In the vid, bro.
History to average at least 20 points per game.
Did you say it was a joke?
Yeah, I want to see that in the vid.
Did you say it was a joke?
This is a joke, bro. There's no way Jordan made 50 points at 40, bro.
Don't be saying it's a joke, bro.
Despite the best efforts of a 40-year-old legend, the Wizards still fell short of the Eastern Conference playoffs. So let's take a look at some of Jordan's numbers with the Wizards in comparison to last year's numbers from some of today's modern NBA stars.
DeMar DeRozan.
As you can see in many
Jimmy Butler.
of these cases, Jordan's numbers were just as good, if not better, than a lot of today's modern NBA stars.
And he's 40, by the way, and he's 27.
Also consider the fact that we're comparing the numbers of an injury-laden 40-year-old player to young, healthy players in the prime of their careers. When you look at it that way,
Yes, John Wall and Carmelo.
What? Nah.
you begin to realize just how impressive Jordan's Wizards seasons actually were. Now let's take a moment to compare Jordan's seasons to other legends when they played as a 38 or 39-year-old. As you can see, these numbers aren't even close to Jordan's level of production at the same age. Jordan was just on another level completely, performing at a level that the league had never seen before or since at that age. So now that we've just thoroughly examined Jordan's production and how he impacted one of the worst teams in the NBA by joining them, let's pause for a moment to consider what may have happened if he spent those comeback years on an actual contender instead of a lottery team. If he had played
He
for a
probably would have ran up like 10 championships, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro.
contender, he likely would have been able to
10
preserve.
championships.
Yeah, if he went on a good team like the if he went on the Lakers at this time, he would have ran up like 10
on the
championships.
Lakers, yeah.
Yes.
If he was on the Lakers, I'm saying, but there's no way he would have gotten that much more rings, bro. Because this is now when the era actually started to get harder, bro. The 2000s.
No, hell
Kobe,
nah, hell nah.
Duncan.
Bro, you seen him
This is
cooking
getting-
right now. He's in the 2000s, bro. This
Yeah.
kid is capping.
But he didn't
Chat.
win, did he? He didn't win, did he?
He got
He could
injured.
never get to the win.
He got injured, and he had the worst team in the NBA.
his health and minutes for the playoffs. What if he had
did
joined
too
his
when
old
he was
running
in his
mate
early
Scottie
Bulls.
Pippen on a loaded and contending
He needs
Blazers
Scottie
team?
Pippen.
What if he
Did you just say he needs Scottie
He
Pippen, bro?
needed Scottie Pippen. But keep playing a bit. I ain't gonna lie. I am very impressed with Jordan at 40. I'm very impressed with this.
Turned to Phil Jackson to play alongside Shaq and Kobe on the dynamic Lakers. Are we potentially looking at an even greater 8-0 finals record for Michael Jordan? I know many people these days, especially the younger crowd, like to discredit Jordan's legacy because of the perceived lack of athletic competition Jordan had during the 1980s and 90s relative to today's basketball. But before you jump on that bandwagon, I want you to consider this. In the early 2000s, Jordan was, in terms of impact and statistically, one of the best players in the NBA as a 38 to 40-year-old, and he did all of that production while being way past his prime athletically, dealing with numerous injuries, all while being guarded by greats like Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady, night in and night out, who were all in their early 20s. Does that sound like athletic competition to you? Does that sound like a prime Jordan would have
I
been
ain't
the
gonna lie, him whooping on all of them is fire.
best regardless of the era you place him in? That is
Dwayne Wade got his ankles broken, bro.
certainly what it sounds like to me.
Wow, man. I ain't gonna lie, chat. This was a very good video to react to, but I ain't gonna lie. Not even a glaze right now. I'm very impressed.
This is the LeBron fan in him speaking. I want to hear it. I really want to hear it. Just talk.
I'm impressed with Jordan at 40, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like he had pretty good reflexes. He was quick at 40. I ain't gonna lie. He still couldn't win. He came back and lost, but I mean, he was hooping pretty tough. Got good stats. I never saw where he got 50 points, so it seems like that's a joke. But besides that, I do appreciate this is a fire recommendation, chat. Definitely let us know down below in the comment section if there are any other videos y'all want us to react to, man. Like the video and what you got to say, man.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. This guy needs some convincing.
No, less about me, more about the vid.
No,
what
you need some convincing. Me, I know what greatness is, bro. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying. Bring my greatness in my head to you, bro. And it's working. But it's not working, chat. So recommend me some more bangers to react to, man. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time.
Yes, sir.